नाथे वितनुते भक्तिं मूर्खमावर्तय श्रुतिं यत्कृपा त्वमहं वन्दे श्रीमदनुगोपालकं प्रभु। We'll listen some part from Sri Prema Bhakti Chandrika. Before I start the topic, I'm telling you a little bit about what is Prema Bhakti Chandrika.
Преди да започнем с темата, ще ви кажа какво представлява Према Бхакти Чандрика.
This grantha described by Srila Nityānanda Prabhu.
Тя е написана от Шрилата Nityānanda Prabhu.
And mainly it described, you can say, the essence of all scriptures, and it was the path of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Тя може да се смята като същността на всички писания и като част от Шри Чайтanya Махапрабху.
Path of pure love, in which way Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he teaches us how to behave, how to make our life happy and full of bliss.
Част от Шри Чайтanya Махапрабху, тъй като тя ни учи как да бъдем щастливи.
That's why it's very important nowadays we forgot the taste of real happiness and pleasure.
Затова това е много важно в днешни дни, тъй като ние сме забравили вкуса на истинското щастие и удоволствие.
That's why everyone need to follow this path of love, pure devotion.
Затова всеки трябва да следва пътя на тази любов и чиста отдаденост.
Who are following this path of bhakti, for them also, and who are not, for them also.
Това е за тези, които следват пътя на бхакти, а също и за тези, които все още не следват пътя на бхакти.
Here in this book it describes how our mentality, our nature, our mood will develop and it will open for everyone.
В тази книга е описано как нашето настроение ще се развие и ще се отвори за всички.
And it's the greatness of the path of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
И това е величието на пътя на Шри Чайтanya Махапрабху.
If you read all the other scriptures, other books from other associates of Srimad Mahaprabhu, like Sri Goswamis, you'll find this the same way.
Ако четем книгите на Госвамите, ще видим, че това е абсолютно същия път.
Exactly how we can enter in our spiritual life as a human. First, we have to follow our spiritual life, and then we can make our material life very good. Because only by religion we can make our life civilized.
Само по този начин можем да, следвайки този път, да живеем цивилизовано.
From our childhood, it is said in all scriptures, all books of religion book, from our childhood we have to stir this.
Нашето детство, във всички книги е написано, че от нашето детство трябва да следваме този път.
And here, in the path of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
И тук по пътя на Шри Чайтаня Махапрабху,
he described from this material world how we can enter in the spiritual world.
той обяснява как от този материален свят ние можем да влезем в духовния свят.
And that's why first he started to make us as a human. All his lesson, all his teachers, it's start from this material world.
Всичките му учения започват от този материален свят.
And then he teaches us how to go inside the spiritual activity.
И след това той ни обяснява как да навлезем в духовните дейности.
In Upadeshamrita, Rupa Goswami nicely he described about this way.
В Упадиш Амрита Рупа Госвами много добре обяснява този път.
In this poem, Upadeshamrita, he started in that way. Vacha vegam, krodha manasha vegam, jivha vegam, udaram upastha vegam, etan vegan ja vishaheta dhira sarvam apimam prativim shashishat.
Това се казва в тази поема Упадиш Амрита.
If you want to make successful your life, this material life,
Ако искате материалния ви живот да
he
успешен,
advised, Rupa Goswami he advised, if you want to make your life successful and very successful, then before you will do anything, you have to control some urges which is inside of you.
Рупа Госвами казва, че преди да започнете, трябва да започнете да контролирате някои пориви, които са вътре във вас.
And this some urges is mainly 6 urges. Urges of speaking,
Трябва да си настроим на говоренето,
urges of anger,
гнева,
urges of mind,
ума,
urges of hunger,
глада,
urges of greed,
алчността
and urges of lust.
и желанието.
These 6 urges is very powerful.
Тези 6 порива са много...
Always, these 6 urges is driving us towards another direction.
Тези 6 порива винаги ни насочват в друга посока. Те ни отклоняват.
If we want to make our life successful, very successful by our activities, before we'll start anything, so we have to control this.
Ако искаме да направим живота си успешен, ние трябва да се научим да контролираме
And
тези.
at the end, he said, Etan vegan javishaheta dhira sarvamapimam prativim shashisha. If one can control these 6 urges, 6 force,
Ако човек може да контролира
then
тези
he can
6,
rule the world, universe.
тогава той може да управлява света, Вселената.
That's true.
Това е вярно.
Because if you can control this all, that means you defeat your senses.
Защото ако може да контролирате тези 6, тогава вие побеждавате вашите сетива.
And who can control his senses?
И този, който може да
By
контролира
himself. He can do anything, whatever he wants.
той може да прави каквото пожелае.
If he can defeat lust and greed,
Ако можете да победите желанието и алчността,
so no one can dominate him
никой не
in
може
this
да
universe.
доминира в тази вселена.
If he can control his speaking ability, this forces, great urges,
Ако успее да контролира говора си,
then by his word he can control so many things.
тогава той може да контролира толкова много неща.
And the most important point is controlling mind.
Най-важното е да може да контролира ума.
It's very difficult.
Това е много трудно.
No one can.
Никой не може.
But we can try as much as possible.
Но ние може да се опитваме колкото се може повече.
Because controlling mind is not very little work, little job.
Контрол над ума е много малко работа.
Always our mind is roaming everywhere, here and there.
Нашия ум ходи на много места, тук и там.
Maybe I am seated here, maybe you are seated here, but mind is roaming here and there.
Може да сте седнали тук, но ума ви ходи.
From here I am thinking about my children, about my friends, about my house. So, it's not only for me, for everyone.
И аз седя тук и си мисля за моето семейство, за моята къща, за моите приятели. И то не мисля само за себе си, мисля за всички.
It's like a wild horse.
Като бял кон.
Mind is like a wild horse.
Умът е като бял кон.
And we have to put this control rope in his face, in his mouth. Then we can control.
Но ако му сложим езди, тогава можем да го контролираме.
And that's the way Rupa Goswami Padhi said. Yes, you can control your mind also.
Рупа Госвами казва, да, можете да управлявате ума.
But for that, you have to do so many things.
Но за целта трябва да извършите доста неща.
First, you have to control this all other urges.
Трябва да контролирате тези други пориви.
If your senses is controlled by you, is you under control,
Ако контролирате сетивата си, тогава вие
then mind also will follow.
тогава и ума ще последва.
Mainly, our main door to go for driving another direction is our speaking ability, ear and mouth. When we are listening so much, the external topics, our mind is thinking about this.
Когато слушаме за външни теми, тогава ума ни мисли за тях.
Then we are starting to talk about this.
Тогава почваме и да говорим за тях.
Then our mind will be completely engaged with this.
Тогава нашия ум ще се ангажира напълно само с това.
When after a year we'll engage our mouth with this, that means all the other senses also will follow.
Когато ангажираме ушите и устата си с тези неща, тогава и нашите уста.
In Srimati Bhagavad, about this point, Parikshit Maharaj,
Шримад Бхагаватам, Парикшит
he
Махарадж,
said very nicely, he answered to Shukadev.
много хубаво отговаря на Шукадев Госвами.
Shukadev Goswami, he asked him, "Oh Parikshit, why you want to listen so much Krishna katha?"
Шукадев го попитал Парикшит, защо толкова много искаш да слушаш Кришна ката?
Then Parikshit Maharaj answered, "Oh, hey Shukadev, if our senses is not connected with Krishna, that means this senses all is fail, is useless."
И тогава Парикшит му казал, Шукадев, ако всички наши сестива не са ангажирани с Кришна, то те са безсмислени.
Then Shukadev Goswami, he asked, "Okay Parikshit, according to your thinking, according to your thoughts, can you explain me what is the success of our senses?"
Тогава Шукадев казал, тогава Парикшит ще ми обясниш какъв е смисъл на нашите сетива.
Then Parikshit, Maharaj Parikshit, he answered, "Shabak jayatasya gunanakrinite karocha tat karma karo manascha smared vasantam sthirajangameshu srinoti tat punna katha shakarna shirostu tasyor vayolingam anumet tadeva jat pashyati tadhi chakshu angyani vishno rathata jananam pagodakam yani bhajanti nityam." Shabak, give some importance, more force. Oh Munivar, I can say that tongue is successful, which is engaged with the description or singing of Krishna Nama and Krishna Katha.
Този, който пее и говори за Кришна, той е успешен.
Karo chitat karma karo. I can say my arm is successful when it will engage not only to serve Krishna, also the devotees.
Аз мога да кажа, че моята ръка е успешна, ако тя е ангажирана не само да служи на Кришна, но и на неговите предани.
Manascha smarit basantam sthirajangameshu. I can say my mind is successful, my heart is successful when it will remind me always about the good thoughts. That means about Krishna, about devotees, about good, about Sat, about light. When it will drive me to the light, to the knowledge, to the positivity, then I can say my mind is really successful.
Мога да кажа, че моят ум е успешен, моят ум и сърце са успешни тогава, когато те са ангажирани в мисли за Кришна и когато те са насочени към живот в доброта и към светлината.
Srinoti tat punna katha shakarna. Again, he gave little bit more importance. Shakarna. That means that is karma. That is ear. I can say my ear successful when it will engage to accept only the good things.
Мога да кажа, че ушите ми са успешни тогава, когато те са ангажирани само да приемат добрите неща.
Shirostata shorvalingamaname. I can say my head is successful when it will take shelter on Krishna, and not only this, to the sadhus, teacher. If we are not really taking shelter on the teacher, then we will not get any knowledge.
Мога да кажа, че главата ми е успешна, когато тя
If we really want to be a master in any subject, any knowledge, first we have to take shelter on teachers.
Когато приемем подслон при Кришна и не само при Кришна, но при саду, когато тя служи на учителите.
When our master will find us, we are polite and good follower, then he will open. You will explain the secret about the knowledge, otherwise not.
Когато сме възпитани и даваме почитанията си и служим на нашия учител, ние ще получим знания.
The master, teacher, Sri Gurudev will open their heart when they will find the students who came to take this knowledge, to accept this knowledge, is polite, humble, and good follower, that following the instructions. Then they will open, teacher, master, guru, they will open their heart.
Когато са вежливи и възпитани и са добри последователи, тогава техният духовен учител ще отвори сърцата им.
Tadeva jat pashyati tadhi chakshu. When my eyes will engage eagerly to look about Krishna, devotees, and all the good things, then I can say my eyes is successful.
Моите очи са успешни, когато аз нетърпеливо искам да виждам Кришна и неговите предани отдадени.
Angyani Vishnoratata Jananam Padodakanyani Bhajanti Nityam. When my body will take the charanamrit of Krishna and devotees, then I can say this body is successful.
Когато тялото ми приеме чернамрита на Кришна и на предано отдадените, тогава мога да кажа, че това тяло е успешно.
So, the spiritual and devotional activities is not only connected with Krishna and God, it's also connected all the living entities. The Jananam means all the human beings, and not only the human beings, all the living entities. Not only the living entities who is moving moving, we have to share our love to them also.
Чрез поделянето ние предаваме това и на другите живи същества. Ако те още не се движат, ние можем да им предадем това те да тръгнат по пътя.
Here very nicely, Parikshit Maharaj, he gave importance in two parts. One is Shava, about the tongue, and Shakarana, about the ear.
Тук Парикшит Махарадж много добре обяснява за говоренето и за слушането.
Gurudev Goswami, he asked, "Oh Parikshit, why you give more importance with these two?"
Шукадев Госвами пита, защо Парикшит ти даваш такова значение на тези двете?
Then Parikshit Maharaj, he said, "Oh Sukadev, you know, by these two, we are driving us. This two is driving us.
Парикшит Махарадж казва, че тези две
By these two, we can enter in the lights, and by these two, we can enter in the darkness."
Чрез тези две ние можем да се задвижим към светлината и да се задвижим към тъмата.
And here's how Parikshit, how it will happen.
Как ще стане това, Парикшит пита Шукадев Госвами?
Then Parikshit Maharaj, he said, Sukadev, first we are listening how our senses is engaging with the activity.
Първо, ние слушаме как нашите сетива са ангажирани с дейности.
First we are listening the qualities, the incidents. Then we'll start to talk about this.
След това ще започнем да говорим за това.
That means criticizing, vishleshan.
Това означава и да критикуваме.
Then, if we'll find something beneficial there,
И ако намерим нещо ценно там,
not only about the earning money, this one not only the beneficial, also we're searching always some pleasure in our mind and heart.
не само ценно, но и нещо, което е приятно да търсим.
In material life also, in material life, really we are searching some pleasure always.
В материалния живот ние винаги търсим наслаждение.
And to talk about the external things, so many things, it's like a pleasure. It's just wasting of time. We know, everyone, we know. We are wasting our time, but we like this.
Ние много обичаме да говорим за външни неща. Губим си времето, но продължаваме да говорим за тези външни неща.
We have no need to talk about what politician is doing,
Харесва ни да говорим
because I have not these responsibilities.
какво е направил този политик.
We have no need to discuss what players they did some fault. Oh, he can play in that way, he can play in that way.
Или някакви играчи какво са.
It is not so important for us, but we like to talk about this all.
Това не е толкова важно за нас, обаче нас ни харесва.
And we are engaging so much with this.
И толкова много се занимаваме с това.
So, in that way, when we are talking so much with some external topics, any topics, our mind is going with it.
И като говорим за толкова много външни неща, и ума ни върви натам.
And when our mind will be so much engaged with some things, so other senses also will follow.
И когато ума тръгне натам, и всички останали сетива го следват.
That's why in Bhakti Path,
Това по пътя на Бхакти
it is said there,
се казва.
Krishna nama gunadi no bhaved grajyam indriyai shivan mukhe hijubhado swayame vaspuratada. If we want to worship Krishna, not so difficult.
Ако искаме да...
But you must know this. He is not a subject for our material senses.
Ако искаме да обожаваме Кришна, не е толкова трудно, но той не е обект на нашите материални...
By these material senses, we'll never act in Krishna.
С тези материални сетива никога няма да...
This is in one hand. And the other hand, at the same time, he said that yes, you can by these material senses also. Shivan Mukhe Hijubhadu Shayame Vaspuratada. When your mind will be engaged with this, when strong desire, deep desire and attachment will appear in your mind,
Когато има силни желания, силно привързаност ще се появи в ума ви.
when your tongue will start to explain the katha hymn about God, spirituality,
Когато езикът ви започне да говори за
then
духовност,
all the other senses, they'll follow automatically.
всичките ви останали
Shayameva Spuratada, then we have not to do. It will happen automatically.
Тогава няма нужда нищо друго да правим, те ще последват автоматично.
It is nicely said. By this way, we are collecting pious credit and sinful credits.
То е хубаво е казано, че по този начин
Three way.
минал кредит.
By speech,
По този
by
начин,
mind, and by body.
чрез говор, чрез ум и чрез тялото си.
This three way, we are going to the light,
Чрез тези три неща ние
and this three way driving us to the darkness also.
те могат да ни закарат обаче и към тъмнината.
It depends on our consciousness in which way we'll go.
Зависи от нашето съзнание, по кой път ще тръгнем.
So that's why we need to follow this spirituality, the path of devotion,
Това трябва да следваме тази
path of
духовна
pure love.
пътя на тази предана отдаденост.
In Prema Bhakti Chandrika, just some days before Prague, I was there in Czech Republic. So in Austria, that time I was.
Бях в Австрия преди да отида в Прага.
And there was also lecture about Prema Bhakti Chandrika.
И там също давах лекция за Према Бхакти Чандрика.
And there were some topics just before, which topics
И малко
open
преди това
here.
имаше други теми.
that he was talking about our six enemies.
Той говореше за нашите 6 врагове.
Everywhere in all scriptural books, you'll find that all the scripture they said you have to destroy these six enemies.
Във всички свещени писания се казва, че трябва да унищожите 6 врагове.
Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya. Kama last.
Кама желанието.
Krodha, anger.
Гнева.
Lobha, greed.
Алчността.
Moha, attachment.
Привързаността.
Mada, pride.
Гордостта.
And Matsarya, envy.
И завистта.
So, they said, in the scripture, they said that you have to destroy this all.
В свещените писания се
If
казва,
you
че трябва да
want to
унищожите.
make your life good,
Ако искате да направите живота си добър,
full of spirituality.
изпълнен с духовност.
But Narottam Das Thakur, he said something else,
Но
completely different, completely opposite.
Такова казва нещо.
He said, no, you should not destroy and you cannot destroy them.
Той казва, не,
It's
трябва да
impossible.
Това е невъзможно.
If you'll destroy them, that means everything. You'll become some machine. If you'll destroy this, just think, if I have no lust, that means I have no emotion.
Ако ги унищожите, тогава
If I have no emotion, that's when I'm machine. Isn't it?
тогава нямате емоции.
If I have no attachment, so that is fixed that I have no love in my heart.
Ако няма привързаност, значи няма любов в сърцето си.
So for loving someone, you need attachment.
За да обичате
More.
някой, на вас е необходимо да сте привързани.
If you have no pride, that means you have no personality. Anyone, anywhere can dominate you.
Вие нямате личност.
But there, one quality is really harmful, and that is envy.
Но има едно много болезнено качество, което се нарича
For our material life also it is very dangerous.
материалния живот, то е много опасно.
This envy, irsha, matsarya. Narottam Das Thakur, he said, no, you should not destroy them.
Наротам Дас Такур казва, не, трябва да го унищожаваме.
So, what we should do with them?
Тогава какво да правим с тях?
Just ask yourself, why they are enemies of you?
Попитайте се.
From your childhood, by birth, they are not your enemies.
От раждането ви, те не са ваши врагове.
You allow them become your enemies.
Вие сте позволили те да станат ваши врагове.
Because when we just born, that time our mind is like a white page.
Когато сме новородени, нашия ум е като
Nothing was written there, isn't it?
Нищо не е написано там.
Our heart was like soft mud, soft clay.
Нашето сърце е като мека глина.
How much we wrote on that white page, and in which way, in which shape we gave to our heart and mind, now it's going in that way.
Каквото сме написали на тази бяла страница, това сега се намира в умовете и сърцата ни.
So they are not our enemies. We allow them. We make them enemies of us.
Така че те не са наши врагове, просто ние сме ги направили наши врагове.
Always they are trying to drive us, and we allow them
Те се опитват
to
да ни
control
насочват
us.
и ние им позволяваме те да ни управляват.
If we try to control them,
Ако се
then
опитваме-
they will be not enemies.
ако се опитваме да ги
So Narottam Das Thakur said, you need to make them your friend, not enemies. You have to change their mood.
Така че там Дас Такур казва, трябва да им промените настроението, от ваши врагове да ги превърнете ваши приятели. Трябва вие да ги управлявате.
Everyone except this envy, this matsarya.
Всичко без зависта.
You have to delete these qualities from your heart, but this five you have to keep. You have to make them very intimate friend.
Но тези пет без зависта трябва да направите ваши много близки приятели.
You have to control them,
Трябва да ги управлявате.
and you have to change their way.
И да ги насочите
Just you have to turn from this external to internal.
от външното към вътрешното. Трябва да ги насочите.
Krishna Shiva Kamarpane, Krodh Bhakta Deshi Jane, Lobh Sadhu Sange Hari Katha, Mado Ishto Labha Vine, Moho Ishto Labha Vine, Mado Krishna Gunogane, Nijukto Koribo Jatha Tatha. When they will be a friend of you,
Когато те започнат да се страхуват от вас,
then you have to use them in that way. Krishna Shiva Kamarpane.
тогава трябва да ги използвате по този начин.
From lust, from calm, our desire is appearing.
От желанието тръгват нашите желания.
Before you will do some things, you need to develop the desire to do it. Is not?
Преди да направите нещо, трябва да развиете желанието.
If you have no desire to do some things, then it will not give you pleasure from this work, from this activity.
Ако нямате желание да направите нещо, тогава не получавате удоволствие от тази дейност.
Maybe by force you have to do, but your heart will not support this.
Може да го
Your mind
направите,
will not support this.
може да го направите на сила, обаче сърцето ви
Your energy will go. So first, before you do some things, any activities, we have to develop the desire to do it.
Така че преди да започнете някаква дейност, трябва да развиете желание.
Then we have to love that work.
Тогава ще обичате тази работа.
Then this work will be very good and successful.
Тогава тази дейност ще бъде много добра и успешна.
Otherwise not.
Иначе няма да стане.
So we need last to develop our desire.
Така че ние
For Nityānanda Prabhu said, for Krishna Shiva, to serve Krishna, Supreme Godhead, to service the devotees.
така че трябва да имаме
Here the point is devotees.
така че трябва да развиваме желание да служим на Кришна и на неговите преданни.
Who is chanting Mahamantra, who is following path of bhakti, only they are devotees?
Само тези ли са преданни, които мантруват махамантрата?
Only they are devotees who are just following the path of spirituality. Only they are devotees. Only you have to serve them. Only you have to help them.
Само на тях ли трябва
No.
да служим?
That is not the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Не е такова учението на Шри
He
Чайтanya.
said you have to feel the existence of Supreme Godhead in all our heart. All heart.
Той казва, че трябва да чувствате
Who is following the path of spirituality, inside of them, they also, in their heart also Supreme Godhead is there. Who are not, who has no belief in God, in their heart also he is.
дори да не вярват хората в Бог,
So,
в сърцата.
you have to feel this,
Така че вие трябва да
that
усещате,
everywhere, not only the human beings,
че навсякъде,
in the heart of the animals,
че сърцето
also,
на всички, дори на
Supreme God is
животните,
there. So you have to feel in that way, where is Supreme Godhead, his devotee.
че върховната божествена личност е във всяко сърце и на хората, и на
You
животните.
have to feel him in the plants, in the trees, in the animals, in the human beings.
И в растенията, и дърветата, животните и в човешките същества, навсякъде.
Then you have to make your mind in that way. Then you have to serve them.
Трябва да мислите по този начин.
So
когато трябва да служите.
everyone, wherever he is, what he is doing, if he is following spirituality or not, that is not the point.
Няма
You have to
значение.
feel Krishna is everywhere, in every heart. So they are devotee. So they are devoted. Maybe. After some time they will feel this, the existence. Who felt that Krishna is inside of me? They choose their path of devotion, bhakti. And who not? They are waiting.
Тези, които са усетили Кришна в сърцето ли са изсетили?
Until that time,
А
they
тези,
will
които
feel the existence of Supreme Godhead inside of them. They will turn their mind to the spirituality. It's sure.
а тези, които още не са го почувствали, те чакат.
And their activities also will turn. So Krishna Shiva Kamarpane. If you have no desire, you cannot serve them.
Ако нямате желание, няма да
You
можете
cannot
да
serve
служите.
Krishna, you cannot serve the devotees, that means all the living entities.
Ако не може да служите на Кришна, не може да служите и на неговите преданни, които са всички живи.
In one prayer, in one poem of Nityānanda Prabhu,
В една поема на Наратанда Такур,
very nice this poem.
много добре е обяснено.
First he described how he want to serve Krishna,
Първо той обяснява как би искал да служи на Кришна.
and at the end
И накрая
he asked for this desire.
той помоли за следното желание.
In the starting point he said, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jivana Kishor Jivane Morani Gotyar Nahimor. Kalindira Kulekali Kodomberi Bon Ratana Vedira Pore Vashavudujan. So, in that way he started it, and he described, oh Radha Krishna, I want to serve you in that way.
О, Рада Кришна, аз искам да ви служа по този начин.
I like to enthrone you in the river, in the bank of the river Yamuna, in a jewel throne.
Искам да ви поставя на украсен трон на река Ямна.
Then I love to offer you the sandal pearl,
След това
Sandal
ви
paste.
предложа сандалова паста
Then I'll offer camphor and betel leaves, tambula.
Ще ви предложа бетелови листа.
I'll offer the nice garland.
Ще ви предложа прекрасен гирлянд.
In that way, and I followed all the instruction of your Sakhis.
Ще послушам всичките.
But at the end, he said, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasa Ramudas Shiva Vilasam again Narottamadas. At the end, he prayed to Krishna, Oh Krishna, before I do anything, please send me the desire to serve.
Преди да извърша всички тези дейности, о Кришна.
Because if I have no desire, maybe I'll get chance to do something good, to serve you. But if desire is not in my heart and mind, I cannot.
Ако нямам желание в сърцето и душата си, тогава не бих могъл да ти послужа добре.
So, first you send me the desire, Seva Abhilash.
Желанието.
So that's why we need this last. But we have to change his mood. His mood as a friend. Then we can use him in that way.
Затова не е необходимо желанието, но ние трябва да сменим настроението на
Krodh bhakta deshijane. Anger. Now the point is anger. By anger, we are doing so many mistakes.
Чрез гнева ние грешиме толкова много.
Sometimes most of us, we cannot control this anger.
Обикновено повечето от нас не успяват да го контролират.
For a little cause, very small cause, will do so many big things.
За най-малкото нещо бихме могли да извършим толкова големи неща.
But if we can control
Но ако успеем да го контролираме,
anger, that means energy, power.
Гнева е енергия, то е сила.
How much we are using our anger,
Колко от нея
wasting our anger, that means wasting our energy.
ние само го пропиляваме. Това значи пропиляваме и енергията си.
And we must know that energy is very limited.
Трябва да
If
сме
we are
наясно,
wasting our energy
че енергията е ограничена.
only for this,
Ние ако губим енергията си само в това,
then when exactly we'll need the energy for us, we cannot use this energy.
когато искаме да използваме за нас, ние няма да имаме повече.
So that's why Narottam Das Thakur said, yes, you have to keep this anger,
Затова Наротtam Das Thakur казва, да, трябва да запазите този гняв,
but in a controlled way.
но по управляем начин.
When there is no other way, then you can use your anger.
Когато няма друг начин, тогава можете да използвате гнев.
When in front of you, you'll see you are watching someone without any cause, he is suffering by other, so you have to use anger there.
Когато видите някой да страда от някой друг без причина, тогава трябва да използвате вашия гняв.
You have to protect them.
Трябва да ги защитите.
And there, if you are not using your anger, it's also like offense.
И ако не използвате гнева си, това е обида.
If you are able to protect someone,
Ако успеете да
if
защитите,
you have such ability, if you have such power that you can protect someone,
сила да защитите,
then you have to do this.
тогава би трябвало да го направите.
Otherwise, you are not really using your energies in a good way. It's a wasting of your energy.
В противен случай вие хабите енергията си. Не
Lobh,
използвате по добър начин.
lobh sadhu sange hari katha. Then the great.
И идва общността.
In Ishavanishad,
Пише Компаниш.
very nicely it is said,
Много добре е казано.
Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tvaktena bhanchita ma kritha kasya siddhana. We have to prepare our mind in that way. We are here for some time.
Трябва да се нагласите ума така, че да мисли, че ние сме тук за малко.
No one can stay
Никой не
for
може
all time.
да остане вечно тук.
We are not here eternally.
Не живеем тук вечно.
For some time we are visiting. We came here to visit this earth for
Ние сме
some
тук на
time.
посещение за известно време.
Jatashrahe dhruva mritu. One day you have to go, I have to go back
Един ден и ти
to
аз
final
трябва да се отидем.
destination. And our journey already started.
И нашето
You
пътуване
know,
вече
from
започна.
when? When we just born.
Кога започна? Когато сме се родили.
When we just born, from that time, since that time, our traveling started toward final destination.
От раждането ни пътя ни към
But
крайната
we are
дестинация
not really
започва.
feeling this, we are not really thinking about this part.
Но ние не мислиме за тази крайна цел.
Our mind is so much engaged here in this material world, that's why we're thinking, we'll live for always.
Умът ни е толкова потопен в материалния ни
If
живот.
somebody will say you will die, we'll be angry with him.
И ако някой ви каже, че ще умрете, вие ще се
Hey, you have no love for me. So you're talking about my death.
Ти не ме обичаш, затова ми говориш за моята смърт.
But it's true.
Но това е истина.
Ultimate truth is this. Everyone has to go back there.
Това е истина.
Final destination from where we fall here. And in between this time we have to get this perfection.
И в промеждутъка, в който сме тук,
Some will stay longer, some little. Everyone, we are not really living same age, isn't it?
ще живеем определено време.
Some will stay here 100 years, 110 years maybe,
Някой ще остана 100-110 години,
and some very little.
а други много малко.
But we should not waste that time.
Но ние не трябва да
And we
пропиляваме това
don't know
време.
how much time we are staying here. How much time we passed, how much time left.
Колко време сме останали тук, колко време сме живели.
But to think in that way, we should not be so much engaged with the pleasure and we should not distress also.
Не трябва, докато сме тук,
We
не
have
трябва
to
толкова
prepare our mind, we have to balance our mind.
трябва да балансираме ума си, не трябва
About
толкова да се
happiness
занимаваме
and
с удоволствие и с неща.
Distress, sadness. A nice story I'm saying you.
Сега ще ви разкажа една история.
Two friends,
Двама приятели
they went to a very nice sarbat shop. You know sarbat, some kinds of juice they're making with some fruits and some other things. And this sarbat is very famous there. So two friends went there to drink this sarbat. It's really expensive. For that boys, this was really expensive. But anyhow, 2 glass they bought. And they were drinking. After they finished half of that cup of the sarbat,
Като преполовили чашите,
they take some rest, you know. Both of them, but different mood.
те си починали, но и двамата били в различно
One was little bit happy,
Единият бил малко щастлив,
one was not happy, something distress, sadness was there.
другият бил малко тъжен.
So who were happy, that friend, he asked to the other, hey,
Щастливият казал на другия,
why you are looking so sad?
защо изглеждаш толкова тъжен?
He said, oh friend, you know, we bought this very expensive sarbat and it is very nice, but I drink half, only half is left.
Приятели, двамата взехме този скъп шербет и сега само...
Only half is left, so that's why I feel sad for this
Това ми е
sarbat.
тъжно, че става толкова малко.
But why you are happy?
А ти
The
какво
same
ще
cost.
си толкова щастлив?
We bought very expensive sarbat. I'm happy, you know why? Because I drink only half. Half still left. That's why I'm happy.
Аз съм щастлив, защото все още имам половината да изпия.
So happiness and distress, you can say it's like a state of our mind.
Така
We are
че
creating.
щастието и нещастието са състояние на нашия ум.
We are creating this by our needs, by our desire.
Ние създаваме тях чрез нашето желание.
So Narottam Das Thakur
И така Наротам
is
Дас
describing us the truth about these all six enemies.
ни обяснява истината
Moho,
за тези 6 врага.
sadhu sangha hari katha. We have to develop our attachment.
Трябва да развиете привързаност.
Nowadays, now we're attaching our mind with this all material object. We love such things, such objects,
Ние се привързваме
which
към
we
материални
cannot
обекти в момента.
keep for a long time and for all time.
И се привързваме към неща, които не можем да задържим за дълго време.
Anyhow it will go.
То така или иначе ще си отиде.
Maybe he, she, or it will go, or I have to go.
Или те ще си отидат, или аз трябва да си отида. Или аз ще си
We
отида.
cannot keep it
Не можем да
with
ги
us
задържим.
always. You know, only one thing is going with us
Само едно нещо си тръгва с нас.
towards final destination, and that is our karma.
Към крайната ни дестинация, това е нашата карма.
Karma is going, and it is like how it will go.
И как ще
In
тръгне
the
карма?
scripture said, Champaka Kushuma Shubhashita Vasanadivat.
Писанията се казва,
Champaka Kushuma, ever you seen this Champaka flower? This golden Champaka, it's very, very nice smell and very strong. If we tie these Champaka flowers in a cloth,
ако завършим
And keep sometimes.
дяло
maybe one day,
плод,
and after this, if you throw away these flowers, then you can smell it, the fragrance of that flower, there on the cloth.
и след това изхвърляме цветята, може да усетите аромата им върху...
The result of our karma is going in that way with us.
И по този начин и кармата се връща с нас.
The result is going. So we should decide which result will bring there.
Ние трябва да решим
And we have to
какво да
carry
вземем
this.
с нас.
No one can just take this result out. No, not possible. Everyone. Which karma you will do, you will perform, which activity,
Коя дейност ще извършите?
you have to carry the result. Everyone. So we should make our mind attached with light, sat,
Ние трябва да напълним ума си със светлина, със сад,
from where we'll get good consciousness.
откъдето ще
Good
получим добро
result.
съзнание, добра връзка.
Mainly, he mentioned here, Lord Sadhu Sangha Hari Katha, attachment with the association,
Трябва да имаме привързаност към асоциацията с сърце.
in which association will be, the qualities will come from them.
И с който се асоциираме, такива качества ще получим и ние.
We are catching, absorbing. Our mind is absorbing the qualities of others.
Нашия ум абсорбира
Of
качествата на
surroundings.
другите, от околните, в които общуваме.
Jiva Goswami,
Че
he gave a very nice example for that association, how it works.
дава много добър пример за това как работи
Lavana Karanya.
асоциацията.
You know the sugar piece? A big sugar piece.
Нали знаете,
If you
много
keep
голямо
it inside the salt
парче захар, ако го държите в
and just keep inside the salt 1 and 2 months,
един-два месеца, ако го държите в сол,
then take out the sugar piece,
и след това го изнесете, махнете го,
then taste it,
и ако
you'll
пробвате,
find something strange.
ще откриете нещо странно.
This sugar piece is no more sweet.
Това парче
It's
захар
changed the
вече не
taste.
е сладко.
Now it became salt.
Сега се е превърнал в сол.
It was sugar piece.
Било е захар,
The nature of that sugar piece was sweet.
и неговото естество е било сладко.
But if we'll keep long time
Но ако го
in the
съхраняваме дълго
salt,
време
the
в
sugar
сол,
piece, then this salt will change
тогава
the qualities and the nature of sugar
променя
piece.
качествата и естеството на
The sugar piece is absorbing the
захарта
taste and nature of salt.
абсорбира вкуса и естеството на солта.
So after that you'll never get the sweet taste from it.
И след като изчезва сладостта от него,
Our mind is also like this.
и нашия ум е така.
If we are keeping our this sweet mind
Ако поддържаме ума си сладък,
in the surroundings of salty people,
в общуване с
So-
солени хора,
one day our mind will be salty.
тогава един ден и нашия ум ще стане солен.
Be careful about this. He mentioned about this point, association.
Много е важно с кого ще
We should choose our association very carefully.
Много внимателно трябва да избираме с кого ще умим.
And again he remind us here in Prema Bhakti Chandrika about the association.
Отново и отново ни напомнят в Према Бхакти.
If you want to go something for your life, then first you have to choose good association.
Ако искате нещо добро да се случи в живота ми,
Jodi chinto
първо
nijo
изберете
hito
добра асоциация.
সাধু সঙ্গে করপ্রেত অসৎসঙ্গ না করিহ ক্ষণে কুক্কুর ভবনে গেলে অস্থি চর্ম সদা মিলে গজদন্ত মুক্তা সিংহস্থানে. In one verse,
В един стих,
one Mahatma has said very nicely, if you want to good auspices
един махат
for your life,
ако искате добро
then
в живота си,
choose your association
тогава
with the
изберете
good people
да се асоциирате с добри хора,
who has good qualities,
които имат добри качества.
because from them these good qualities will come to you.
Защото от тях тези добри качества ще дойдат и при вас.
If you are always with the bad qualities, then these bad qualities will
Ако се
Go
асоциирате
inside
с лоши качества,
your heart and mind,
те ще влязат в
and
вашето
it will drive you.
и те ще ви насочват.
Dirt is more powerful, very powerful.
Това е много важно.
If you enter in darkness, then you cannot
Ако
see your path.
Ако влезете в тъмнината, няма да можете да видите пътя си.
Sometimes you'll go to right, sometimes left.
Някога ще се отклонявате вляво, друг път вдясно.
You cannot go
Не можете
directly to your
да видите директно към
target.
целта си.
But if you can put light there, if there is light,
Но ако има
then
светлина,
no problem. You
тогава
can go
няма
there.
проблем. Отивате директно.
Very soon you will achieve your target.
Лесно ще стигнете до целта си.
So, Narottam Das Thakur is reminding us to choose our association with the good qualities.
Така че Наротtam Das Thakur ни напомня да се асоциираме с
Moho
добри качества.
Ishta Labhovine, and by their help,
И с тяхна помощ,
they will drive
те ще ни
the
насочат.
qualities from them will drive your mind to the direction of spirituality.
Те ще насочат ума ви към духовността.
And spirituality is not only to worshipping the deities,
И духовност не значи само
it's the part of spirituality.
да обожаваме божествата.
The main point of our spirituality to
Главното,
share our love with everyone.
главното нещо в нашата
We
духовност
have
е
to
да споделяме любовта
We have
си
to
с всички.
love. We have to share our heart. Then we can get something good result in our life. Mother Krishna Gunogane. You need also pride for your life.
Необходимо ви е гордост. в
Your
живота.
pride must be attached with God.
Но вашата
Don't
гордост трябва да е
forget.
свързана с Бог. Това не го забравяйте.
If you feel yourself detached of God,
Ако не чувствате
that
свързано
means
с
you're
Бога,
alone.
това означава, че сте сами.
Meditation, thinking, and thoughts about
Медитацията,
spirituality, about God.
мисленето за Бог.
First, if we do our spiritual activities, if we have belief, then we have 50% support
Ако
for our
извършите,
mind and heart.
ако извършите духовни дейности, имате
For
вяра.
all any activities, we'll get more support, more power.
И за
Yes,
всяка
God is
дейност ще
with me.
получите
I'm not alone.
повече подкрепа и ще знаете, че не сте сами.
নিযুক্ত করিব যথা তথা. In that way, you can use your enemies in friendship.
По този начин може да използвате враговете си.
Then they will not your enemies.
Тогава
They
вече не
will
са
act
ваши.
like a friend.
Тогава те действат като
By
ваши приятели.
them, you can make your both life, material and spiritual,
Чрез тях,
both life successful,
чрез
very
тях и материалния и
successful.
духовния ви живот ще бъдат успешни.
So, Narottam Das Thakur, in that way, is advising us.
Наротам Тхакур ни съветва.
Then, she'll advise about some things. Apuni palave shavo shunya govindo ravo singha rabe jano korigon সকলো বিপত্তি যাবে মহানন্দ সুখ পাবে যারো হয় একান্ত ভজন. She will advise us about who is following the path of bhakti.
Той ни обяснява кой следва.
When they will use this all, that means the enemies, in a friendly way,
Който използваме тези врагове по приятелски начин.
then how they'll do their bhajan in bhakti path. Narottam Das Thakur should explain us, will describe us tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening also here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow evening,
Утре вечер
we'll listen this. Narottam Das Thakur, he will describe us
ще чуем обяснението
how
на
it is helping us in our bhakti path, in our spirituality. Tomorrow evening, Narottam Das Thakur will explain, we'll listen, everyone, with you, me too. Jai Guru, Jai Nitānanda.
Jai Nitānanda.